This video is all about the problems and the disputes which have been faced by South Africa. The major problem was the problem of the labor dispute resolution system in South Africa. In short, the labor dispute resolution system is currently under strain as it evident from numerous reports about the problems experienced by the Commission. It might actually have compounded the problem relating to dispute resolution in the country. The high rate of individual unfair dismissal cases referred to the CCMA is an indication that the adversarialization that used to be found in the collective relationship has now manifested itself in the individual relationship. This video focuses on the finding and recommendations of the study that was done to explore the perceptions and the commissioners of the CCMA regarding the capacity of the parties to effectively deal with labor conflict and disputes with a legal framework, which was being provided by the LRA. This includes an investigation into the reasons of high referral rate of unfair dismissal cases to the CCMA and recommendations made by the commissioners on how to deal with problems. It was found that the LRA created a sophisticated system of dispute resolution in most of the role players are not capacitated to operate. The guidelines in Schedule 8 of the LRA have become the norm of dealing with conflict within an enterprise, creating complex and technical process for dealing with disputes. However, most of the employers and individual employees do not have the knowledge and skill to operate efficiently in the system. This had led to the new type of adversarialism in the individual employment relationship, which is based on rights, rule, power, and etc. The very technical nature of the internal conflict resolution mechanism in the capacity of the parties and the adversarial nature of the labor relationship have resulted in the high referral rate and consequent problems that the CCMA is experiencing. Okay, well, let's go about to the introduction. After 10 years of democracy, it is appreciated to reflect on some of the institutions that were created in the process of transformation in South African labor relation systems. The importance of promotion of effective dispute resolution was emphasized as one of the 4 primary objectives of the Labor Relationship Act. It was also anticipated that the LRA, the Basic Conditions of Employment Act, and the Employment Act Equity Act would have formed the pillars upon which economic social justice will prevail and that workers will have their same dignity restored. After having been exposed to the coalition process at the CCMA since 1997, it came to the conclusion that the parties to the dispute resolution process are not equipped to effectively function within the system created by LRA. During the conciliation, it often becomes clear that one of the parties has omitted one or more of the quite sophisticated rules or procedures while dealing with the conflict that gave rise to the dispute. Employees are, for example, then penalized for this oversight by having reinstate the employees or paying compensation. By the time of dispute gets to conciliation, a lot of irreversible damage have been done to the relationship, making reinstatement very difficulty. Well, next let us move on to the aims of the Commission. The first main aim of the Commission was establishing creditability. One of the objectives of the labor reform of the 1990s was the establishment of creditable institutions that have the support of business, labor, and government, moving away from adversarialism. The LRA encapsulated the new government's aim to reconstruct and democratize the economy and society in the labor relation arena. It therefore introduced new institutions with the intention of giving employers and workers an opportunity to break with the intense adversarialism that characterized labor relation in the past. Third, providing expeditiousness. The new dispute resolution institution aimed to provide a proactive and expeditious dispute resolution system available to all workers. 4. Providing cost-effective services. The main objective of the CCMA is to provide cost-effective dispute resolution services to the labor relation community. It was foreseen by the CCMA should also play a role in dispute prevention. The fifth and the last aim of the CCMA was ensuring resolution at conciliation. It was extended and intended that as many disputes as possible should be resolved through conciliation, resulting in the minority of disputes going to arbitration or the labor court. The intention was to create a less adversarial labor relation system on interests and alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, and a relationship based on conflict competence and the effective management of conflict and the prevention of disputes. Let's now move on to the problems of the CCMA. As mentioned above, the guidelines contained in the Schedule 8 of the LRA have assumed the character of a codified set of rights and obligations, have made the labor relationship more adversarial than before. However, the adversarialism that used to be found in the collective relationship has now manifested itself in the individual relationship. The realities of the South African labor market are that a large percentage of employees have no or little schooling, and that the largest population of the employers are in small to medium sized businesses with practically no skills or training in labor relation and labor law. It could thus be assumed that most of the parties affected by the above mentioned rules and regulations are not equipped to deal with and make proper use of their very sophisticated system that has been created. It has further become evident that the processes at the CCMA are not as expeditious as was hoped for. There, many disputes are referred to arbitration and not settled at the coalition as what intended. Although a system was created where anybody can pursue a labor dispute without any costs involved in bringing the dispute to the CCMA and without the necessity of legal representation, the question should, however, be asked if it is already really achieving the above mentioned objectives. Let us now move to theoretical assertions. The LRA created a sophisticated system of dispute resolution in which most of the role players are not capacitated to operate. This gave rise to an excessively high rate of referrals of individual unfair dismissal disputes to the CCMA, creating instability in the system. To compensate for this instability, and in particular the incapacity among employers and employees, a new phenomenon emerged in the form of labor consultants and labor lawyers being involved in the dispute resolution. This is significant if viewed against the contrary intention of the LRA to simplify the process of the dispute resolution. It is against this background that the following assertions are made. First, dispute resolution in South Africa has fallen prey to a process of technologization common to a post-industrial society. However, South Africa has been classified by the International Finance Corporation and the World Bank as an emerging marketing economy. The very technical nature of the labor relation system is thus inappropriate for the labor relationship in South Africa. Second, the dispute resolution system is based on the acceptance of conflict and the utilization of mechanisms and processes to deal with the conflict as soon as possible. However, the parties still view conflict as negative and attempt to avoid conflict rather than to deal with it as soon as possible. This belief makes the application of the statutory dispute resolution mechanisms and procedures very difficult. The last and the final one is, the labor lawyers and the labor consultants have assumed a very important position in Africa, including the dispute resolution system of South Africa, especially where individual labor disputes are concerned. Their importance in the labor relation system has increased over the past few years despite legislatively attempts to keep them out of the process. The next session focuses on the perception of CCMA commissioners regarding some of the most pressing problems experienced by the CCMA. Well, let's now move on to the perceptions of CCMA commissioners. The CCMA commissioners are the representatives of the state tasked with the resolutions of these disputes. They are trained and well aware of the sophisticated rules and technicalities involved in conflict resolution, and they are caught up on a daily basis in having to deal with the incapacity of employer and the employee parties. A study was done during 2003 to explore the experiences and the perceptions of the CCMA commissioners regarding to the problem with the dispute resolution system in an attempt to establish how the system tries to cope with its strain. This study focused only on the problems in the Gauteng region of the CCMA. The reason for this was that the Gauteng region had a highest referral rate, around 36% of all causes referred to the CCMA during the period of 2001 and 2, period wherein Gauteng, and the lowest settlement rate, 47%, compared to the more than 60% at the national level. The data were collected through two methods. First method, a structured personal interview, and the second method was an email questionnaire. The questions in the interview schedule covered the same issues that were dealt with the questionnaire. Interviews were conducted with 11 commissioners and email questionnaires were received from 15 commissioners. Well, we'll end up this video with a small conclusion. In the past, the labor relation was an essence of human relationship. Even though many employers did not have a good human relationship with their employees, many others did. The labor relationship has now become a legal arrangement with many legislative prerogatives, and the main focus of the Human Resources Department is on being procedurally correct. Dealing with grievances and disputes has become the rights-based process where the parties prefer to focus on their differences and not on what they have in common. Employers or laborers use their power by having labor relationship specialists or labor lawyers and consultants involved in these processes. From the above mentioned, we came to know about what are the disputes and the problems faced by the labor dispute resolution system in South Africa.